We've got a new week's worth of comics, variants, trade paperbacks, and hardcovers all releasing on June 4th, 2025, along with the passing of a comic book legend. Let's talk about it all here on The Cover Story. Jumping right into the news stories of the week, we're going to kick things off with the combination that no one anticipated: Batman and Deadpool. Kicking things off in September, we see this duo going to be combining forces here through multiple imprints here, one of them being DC, one of them being Marvel. DC's Batman Deadpool is going to be written by Grant Morrison with artwork by Dan Mora, while the Marvel version of the story, Deadpool Batman, is going to be drawn by Greg Capullo but have multiple different writers, including the likes of Kevin Smith, Kelly Thompson, and Zeb Wells. I don't know how to feel about this. It's been teased, and last week we saw Mark Miller kind of teasily put out there that he might be doing things, and lo and behold, it wasn't necessarily him, but it was a different subset of creators on here combining the Marvel and DC universes once again. Wild, crazy stuff, but I gotta say, I don't know who's clamoring for the combination of Batman and Deadpool. Personally, of course, I'm gonna check it out here, but does it, have my excitement levels peaking? Not really, not so much. And it kind of sucks that I'm saying that about a property that's going to be written at least partially by Grant Morrison. But that's also the pull. That's the reason I'm going to be checking it out here. So I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit topsy turvy on it, but let me know what your thoughts are about this news here and if it's got you excited. Moving over to my next news article here, we're going to be talking about Dynamite looking for a large sum of money from Diamond as they are still going through their Chapter 11 bankruptcy proceedings. They're looking for more than $500,000 owed to the company through Diamond. Ooh, that's pretty dicey. We know that Dynamite actually has been kind of, I don't know, changing the persona of what they were known to be. It's not necessarily just 3 million variant covers for Red Sonja and Vampirella. And don't get me wrong, they still do that. But they've been doing a lot of big bad things with licensed property recently. And I think that Dynamite is kind of changing the narrative of what they are as a company. $500,000 could go a long way to helping that and kind of helping them achieve their goals as they continue to move forward. They're one of the absolute last publishers that are still with Diamond right now. And it's time for them to kind of make that next move. Otherwise, who knows what's going to be happening? Because if you're reading the tea leaves, Diamond really maybe won't be a thing here in the very, very near future. The next article I have here is a new property that's going to be kicking off here from no one else but Wes Craig. And this is my top story of the week here. This has me incredibly excited. He's going to be kickstarting a brand new book here that he is going to be taking on just the writing duties of, where Kevin Castanero is going to be taking over the artistic portion of this book. He did books like You've Been Cancelled in the very recent past year, and I think that pairing is going to work together really great. The premise, the elevator pitch of this storyline is going to be, what if the MK Ultra trials were the things that really kind of produced the first superpowered beings within our world? So it's going to be a trippy, psychedelic, super-powered book, and I think that this duo is going to do a fantastic job at delivering on whatever this is going to be. So be on the lookout for that Kickstarter. News articles are all going to be in the links down below as well. We're going to end things on the unfortunate note of a passing of a comic book legend, an icon within the industry, one Peter David. I grew up reading Peter David books, right? His Incredible Hulk run is the most iconic run to me personally. His work on that character was defining, right? He's the person that brought forth the idea of the father character of Bruce Banner kind of being the catalyst for this rage-filled monster being kind of like the split persona of the Hulk and Bruce Banner. It's just such a bummer. There's been so many health related news articles that have come out from him over the years, and it's really put a spotlight on, I guess, what it means to be a comic book creator and knowing that you are doing it solely for yourself, and these big two companies aren't necessarily there to offer the assistance, especially healthcare related, that one would expect from being employed by a company. And I know that this is a work for hire type of situation, but still, it really goes to show that, man, he did this for the love of the game. If you're not familiar with Peter David, do yourself a favor, check out his Incredible Hulk run, check out his run on X Factor as well. Those are definitely standouts for me. It's a real bummer here. For the books that I'll be picking up and reviewing this week, we're going to start with Absolute Superman by Jason Aaron and Rafa Sandoval. Amazing Spider-Man number 5, written by Joe Kelly with artwork by Pepe Larraz. Captain Planet number 2, written by David Pepose with artwork by Iman Casalos. Daredevil number 22, written by Saladin Ahmed with artwork by Jose Pinto. The Immortal Thor number 24, written by Al Ewing with artwork by Jan Bazaldua. Imperial number 1, written by Jonathan Hickman with artwork by Federico Vincentini. Kaya number 27, written and drawn by Wes Craig. The World to Come number 1, written by Christopher Priest with artwork by Joe Quesada. The Moon is Following Us number 10, written by Daniel Warren Johnson with artwork by Riley Rossmo. Poison Ivy number 34, written by G. Willow Wilson with artwork by Marcio Takara. Resurrection Man Quantum Karma number 3, written by Ram V with artwork by Anand R.K. Storm number 9, written by Mirawa Aodeli with artwork by Lucas Wernick. Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion number 1, written by Dennis Camp and Cody Ziegler with artwork by Jonas Scharf. Ultimate Wolverine number 6, written by Chris Condon with artwork by Alex Lins. Moving over to my top variants of the week, we're going to be looking first and foremost at Daredevil number 22, specifically the variant cover by Jorge Fornes. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero number 317, cover C by Francis Portela. Kaya number 27, cover B by Michael Walsh. Plague House number 3, cover C by Dave Chisholm. Storm number 9 by Jeff DeCal. Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion number 1, the 1 in 100 Kari Andrews Virgin variant. Moving over to the hardcovers and trade paperbacks releasing this week, we're going to start with Chronauts, the Library Edition hardcover, written by Mark Miller with artwork by Sean Murphy. The Deviant Volume 2 trade paperback, written by James Tynan with artwork by Josh Hickson. Fantastic Four Solve Everything, the Marvel Premiere Collection trade paperback, written by Jonathan Hickman with artwork by Dale Eaglesham. G.I. Joe Volume 1, The Cobra Strikes trade paperback, written by Joshua Williamson with artwork by Tom Riley. And finally, New X-Men Modern Era Epic Collection, New Worlds trade paperback, written by Grant Morrison with artwork by Frank Whiteley. So that's the news that piqued my interest in the books that I'll be checking out, but I'm more curious. What's got you excited, and what do you plan on reading? Do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe, and be part of the panel. Leave me a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you next week.